Welcome to Lesson 75, Arithmetic Sequences. All right, so this is Lesson 75 of Algebraic Concept. This is the third in a series dealing with arithmetic sequences. And usually teachers don't have a lot of time to deal with these, but I'm going to jump in and talk about these as a preview to functions. So here's our objective, here's our vocabulary. Our arithmetic sequence. This is the formula for an arithmetic sequence, and this is the explicit formula. I think this is the explicit formula. All right. To determine if each sequence is arithmetic, then find the next term. So the first thing we have to do is find the difference. The difference between 2 and 3 is 1. The difference between 3 and 5 is 2. The difference between 5 and 8 is 3. Because these differences are not the same, this is not arithmetic. This is not an arithmetic sequence. So it is false, not an arithmetic sequence. Okay, let's see if our second example is an arithmetic sequence. So we had to do 42 minus 19. That should be 23, right? 12 minus 9 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 23. So 19 minus 23. 23 minus 19 is 4. Okay. Are we getting somewhere now? So the difference here is 23. The difference here is 23. Subtract, subtract. So because we're dealing with addition and subtraction, that means this is arithmetic. So negative 27 minus 23, same signs add. The next term would be 50. All right, so let's deal with our third example. Using the equation an equals a1 plus n minus 1d, find a16 of the series. So it looks like we're subtracting 1/3. That's the common difference. Yep, that's the common difference. So if d is 1/3, our first term is 1. So a of 16 equals our first term, a1, plus 16 minus 1 times negative 1/3. So negative 1/3 gets substituted in for d because that's the common difference. 1 plus 15 times negative 1/3 is 15 divided by 3 is negative 5, plus 1 is negative 4. So the 16th term will be negative 4. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you subtract 1/3, you should get to 4 eventually. So 12 more times and you'll get there. So what you can do is subtract 1/3. If you subtract 1/3 from 0, you'll get negative 1/3, and then you subtract a third, you'll get negative 2/3. Then you'll get negative 1, and negative 1 and 1/3, negative 1 and 2/3, negative 2, negative 2 and 1/3, negative 2 and 2/3, negative 3, negative 3 and 1/3, negative 3 and 2/3, and then negative 4. So this should be 16. See, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's the 16th term. So you can do it either way. You can use the equation, or you could go ahead and subtract or add your common difference, whatever that happens to be. So there's more than one way to solve a math problem. Okay, write a function rule for the nth the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. So what are we doing here? We're adding 25. Our first term is negative 50. So a to the n will be our first term, negative 50, plus d, 25, times n minus 1. And that is our function rule, and that's how we leave it, just like that. So those were our 4 examples. Try to do these examples, and I will see you at the end of the video for a recap. Okay, so let's review our first problem. Determine if each sequence is arithmetic. If true, find the next term. So 2 goes to negative 5. We lost 7. Minus 7, minus 7. Okay, so the common difference is the same. And so minus 7 would be negative 26. Negative 19 minus 7 is negative 26. Okay, so that's all we had to do from 1. Problem 2. Find the indicated term of each arithmetic sequence. Okay, so the first thing you got to do is find the common difference, which is negative 3, and then negative 3. So we have our first term, our common difference, a to n equals 7 plus our common difference times n minus 1. We're looking for a of 13, which equals 7 plus negative 3 times 13 minus 1, which is 7 plus negative 3 times 12, which is 7 plus negative 36. 36 minus 7 happens to be 29, negative 29. So if you don't like solving it this way with the formula, what you can do is subtract 3. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can subtract negative 3, or you can subtract 3. Add negative 3 is what I meant to say. You can add negative 3 or subtract 3 9 more times to get to the 13th term, and you should get to negative 29. Okay, write a function rule for the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. So we're adding 3 here, adding 3, and adding 3. So this is arithmetic. Our first term is 4. So a to the n equals a1, which is 4, plus our common difference, which is 3, times our nth term minus 1. And that's what we got. And this is the nth term. All right, so that is this lesson, Arithmetic Sequences. This was the third. And next, we're going to look at geometric sequences, and we're going to roll on from there. So thank you for watching the video, and I will see you in a little bit.